G'day guys, and today I'm going to do the review which is between Adelaide and Collingwood by popular demand. People got around the should I do more reviews, and occasionally I will get around to some. There will be some times where the weekends will be crazy and I won't be able to, but for now I'm going to do this game. It was the Pies in a massive upset. They were $5 favourites going into the game, getting the job done by 48 points. 8-goal victors for the Pies, and they had the game under control basically from the start, where they had a really hot start, and they just kept going on with it, and the Crows just could not contain with them all night. They had a bit of a patch throughout the third term, the Crows, and they kicked 3 in a row and looked to give themselves a bit of a chance, a little bit of a pulse, but by the end of it, it was pretty much too little too late. So look, we'll go through some of the key stats here. Pies, so much more of the football, nearly 50 more touches there. Look at that. Look at that. 24 more clearances. I mean, it's incredible. I knew they were doing well with the stoppages, but gee whiz, it's quite incredible. But the two most darling stats are these two here: contested possessions and the clearances. A lot of those interchangeable. Plus 33 contested possessions, massive. Out tackled them too, and that's crazy considering they had more of the footy, which shows the work rate of the Pies. So much more willing, and it was such a gut-willing performance by the Pies, and really so classy in the end. They haven't been sort of renowned as a really sort of, I guess, well-finishing side, but tonight they really brought it to the table, and I'll tell you what, I've got so many key points to cover up. The Pies delivered. They won at the coalface, as we saw here. 57 clearances, absolutely tremendous effort from the Pies there. All night, the ruck contest, they were winning it just out with ease. Sidebottom did a bit of a tagging role with Sloan, which I'll delve into pretty soon when I talk about the votes. But yeah, he did a accountable role on him, but also got the footy himself. No Crouch brothers. Sloan taken out of the game leads it to too little for the Crows. Douglas, Ellis, Yeoman, and the likes. Just not enough support for the guys for the Crows there. The Pies' movement by hand was absolutely tremendous. It was some of the greatest skills I've seen from the Pies. That they seem to travel reasonably well. They never seem to get over flustered away. Traditionally, they've been pretty good against the Swannies. The Giants, they've been pretty close and thereabouts with them. A couple of wins when Cloak had a bit of a glove on, but yeah, look, their ball movement was sensational. I don't think the pressure from the Crows was that great, but I think the Pies just really made the right decisions, and they just executed so well on the night. They applied immense pressure as well. So even when the Crows were trying to get into it, they were all over them. Whenever they got the football, they hack kicked, rush kicks, rush handballs, pressure, turnover. Pies in behind the defence, goal after goal after goal. And that's sort of how it went. They went to town on Sloan, as I was sort of saying before. That was really critical for them getting the result they were after. They were just so dominant around the football with their midfield, just getting the job done. When they went up forward, they lowered their eyes to the Pies, and we saw early in the game Mason Cox did a nice little pass over the top into space, and they found them caught out the back a few times, the Pies, where they'd get the Crows on turnover, or they'd transition it from their back line and just get them on the spread quite frantically. And then all of a sudden there's one or two Pies inside 50 with the Crows defender very exposing there, and it was all too much for them. They got off to a great start, the Pies. They just kept applying themselves. Pressure was enormous. They were just so good all night. Yeah, it's quite a stark performance. I think Ruzi or someone was saying throughout the week, I think Terry Wallace saying Pies in the 8, Cats to miss the 8. See how that all goes. It is nice and early. Yeah, I think I'll cover those last 2 points, which I was just going to look at a bit of paper there. Rebounded from defence really well. The Crows went in with a super tall forward line. They had Jenkins, and they'll probably be mostly down the bottom here. They had Fogarty, they had Jenkins, they had Lynch, they had Walker, they had McGovern. So they were super tall. I don't know why they went that tall when it was going to be terrible conditions. Proved to be the wrong call in the end, as they rebounded with ease every time, and they were never going to clunk a whole lot of marks. So whenever the Crows were going inside 50, it was just long, high balls inside 50, and just went to the ground. Pies picked it up, and Murray just burns you like that. So I don't know what they were thinking there. The Crows probably lost it there. but purely it was just effort and endeavour and class from the Pies for longer. And they were so silky. It's one of the best games they've played in a few years for sure. They're good at winning away of the last sort of 10 years. Maybe not so much in recent times, but over the course of 10 to 12 years, they've been really, really good in that area. That's the wrap of the game. We'll move on to, and excuse me guys, I'm a little bit tired. been a nice big week. The votes, still Sidebottom gets the 3 votes. 43 touches, 2 marks, 7 tackles, and got a behind next to his name. I thought his work around the ball, around the ground, he was unstoppable. And the job he did on Sloan was absolutely tremendous. Let's see what he kept Sloan to in pretty low numbers. 17 touches, 4 kicks, 13 handballs. So that is amazing. To get those numbers and then restrict arguably their best player. Definitely gets the 3 votes there. Grundy would be spewing. He didn't get the 3 here because he gets the 2. 33 touches for Ruckman. What's with Ruckman getting 30 touches plus? He's got 40 hitouts as well. Got a mark and kicked a goal, which was an absolute ripper. Had to bounce 50 from home and absolutely slotted it when the game was nice and hot and just applying the pedal to the metal there. And I'd tell you what, yeah, his work around the ground, he absolutely monstered Sauce Jacobs over the course of the night. And if you have a look at Jacobs' numbers here, if I can find him, where is Big Sauce? So he got a few hit-outs, 10 touches, and I doubt he would have kicked a goal. Yep, so, you know, he doubled his touches, tripled his touches, sorry, and also kicked a goal. Has to go right up there, and I'm giving the 1 vote to Jaden Stevenson. Sorry, Treloar, sorry, Phillips, sorry, Pendlebury. You guys played great. No question about that, but a guy that's, you know, he's played his breakout game, 13 touches, 4 marks, 3 tackles and 5 goals. Pies kicked 16, so you can call that pretty much a third of the goals from him. From a young player that's played 4 games, 5 away from home in wet conditions is exceptional effort. You look here. There's so many exceptional efforts from here. Sidebottom, Treloar, 11 tackles. That's outstanding. And you just look at the Pies, and they just beat their opponents, and you get that kind of result. So, yeah, certainly had to give Jaden some votes there. Otherwise, he's never going to get a vote in his life if he kicks 5 away in the wet. But we'll move on to next week for these 2 teams. And where are the Pies playing? We've got the Bombers. So, they've got the Swannies here at the SCG. I'll be backing in the Swans after that, and I'd say the Swans anywhere from 3 to 4 goals at the SCG. The Crows will have it pretty hard done by it. The midfield's not looking in great form right this second. Sloan's still a bit underdone, and the Swans very tough to beat at home. And you'd probably say the Pies are favourites. See how Essendon play, but if they play like that, the Pies will be very hard to stop. So yeah, it's a bit of a review tonight, guys. Friday night football. Always exciting to get around this one, and the Pies just took the Crows to the cleaners, really, in an exceptional performance and a massive upset. So, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and like away if you want these to keep coming along, these reviews from other games as well that I watch on. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to watch every single game and, you know, have bucket loads of free time over the weekend because I'm a busy kind of guy. So, just cutting some slack there. But, yep, smash the subscribe button. It'll be amazing, guys. And clicking back for some more content would be awesome. So thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you guys all next time.